Sorry for that. Let me share this live. Good evening. Good evening. Where are you watching me from? Hope your day was great. I know it's late in the night, but I felt like we can have a little conversation before we retire to bed. So tonight, I want us to have a conversation about hacks or tips that can help us to organize our homes and make them look better. Wow, there's a lot of light over here. So, what tips do you usually employ so that you can be able to make your home look good? Let me know in the comment section below so that we can be able to have a chat and have a conversation. You know, it's my second live today, and I'm so grateful that I was able to join you on this live. It's a little bit cold over here. I don't know where you are. Is it cold or the weather is favorable? For me, you see me, we call this a shuka, a Masai shuka, because it's cold. In fact, it was raining yesterday. I don't know what happened today. I'm sure if it had rained today, the temperatures would have been better, but it's just cold. The rain is stuck up on the clouds. Okay, well, about home organization, let's start from where everything begins. You know, when you move into an empty house, there's nothing in that house. It's literally empty when you're first starting to live or to come up with a home or a place to stay. Let's begin with an empty space. What makes this space full of things that at some point you feel like this is too much? It starts from us buying things or getting things from friends, getting things from family, and then we bring these things on our own. We bring those things out to our homes until we reach a point that it's too much. Until it reaches a point that we feel like we should do something so that we can be able to declutter these spaces so that we arrange and a lot of things. So it all begins from us buying things, actually buying. Because the center of all this is buying things and then you bring, buying things and then you bring. At some point, you'll find out that your space is so decluttered that you don't even have a place to stay, as in comfortably. You have a place to stay, yes, but the place is congested. So tonight, I'm going to give you tips and hacks that you can be able to employ so that you can be able to keep your space very organized. I hope that is clear. If you have any, let's begin from where I said the whole problem begins in. Let's be intentional when buying things. When you want to buy something, please take your time. Take your time and analyze and ask yourself questions. Is it necessary for me to buy this item? Is it important for me to buy this item? And if I buy this item, where am I going to place it? So that we don't buy things without planning. You go to a shop, you like something, off you buy, and you take it home. You continue buying, you buy without planning, without being intentional. At some point, it will reach a place because space is limited, especially inside your home, the space is already limited. You have walls, like you cannot go beyond. So, because the space is limited, we have to be intentional before we buy things. We have to go through a thought process. We ask ourselves, is it necessary for me to buy this thing? Does it is it going to assist you in any way? Is it something that you're going to use it for a long term? Or it's something that you're going to use it for a month, for 2 weeks, and after that you discard it. And where do we discard it most times? We discard it within our home. We place it maybe in the pantry, or we place it inside the store. And with time, things continue piling and piling. And at some point, you get tired seeing those things there. You feel like removing them, but you don't know where to put them. So before you buy, let's start from being intentional with the things that we want to buy. If you're joining me, let me know on the acts that we can be able to employ so that we can be able to have a conversation together. Another hack or another tip is to avoid impulse buying. You know impulse buying. It's almost related to the first hack I gave you. This is where you go to a shop. You didn't plan to buy this thing, but then you go to a shop and you see something that this is nice. I need this. Let me buy it. It will be beautiful in my home. Why should I not buy this thing? But then you're making your space to look very disorganized, to say the least. So avoid impulse buying. If you have a problem with buying things without planning, avoid going to these places. Like through and through. Avoid. Because if you can't control yourself, it means that you will eventually buy these things no matter what. You cannot control yourself. So you can't control, avoid. Control, avoid. You can't control, don't go. Like, don't go completely. That's my candid advice. If you have these organizers, you have seen these organizers that you use to arrange your stuff. So have these organizers in your home that you can be able to sort items into these organizers. You know, have you gone to a place where people have organizers in their pantry? Their pantries look very organized. When you ask them, I want this item, they will not even waste a minute to give you that item because they have organized their items using organizers. These organizers can easily be bought in the market, and then you sort items. For example, you're putting your sugar here. You know, when I go to this organizer, I'll get my salt. When I go to this organizer, I get soap. When I go here, I get this and I get that. So invest in pantry or space organizers. It will really assist you to put your space together, and it will make the place look beautiful at the end of the day. For example, person A has just put their items on their shelf without any organizer, it's just all over the place. And then another person B, has bought those space organizers. You'll find that this person who has space organizers has planned their things in a way that they look very attractive, and you might be encouraged to even spend some time in that place and get things in that place. Hi, I've seen someone, they came in and then they disappeared. I don't know. Yes, I saw someone there and then they disappeared. Um, Another thing you can do is to tidy up your space and maintain. The first step is for you to tidy up the space. Start from somewhere. Today, say, let me clear my kitchen. Spend the day organizing the kitchen. Don't rush. If you rush, you'll get tired along the way. So, say today I'm going to organize my kitchen. Spend time, tidy the kitchen, and after that, make sure that you maintain it so that you're not going back to zero. When you're finished tidying up your kitchen, maintain it. Move to another area. Let's say the sitting area. Clean it, maintain it, keep it tidy. It will give you even the energy to continue. But if you clean, you tidy up the place, you organize, when you move to another place, the place you started is already in a mess. Where will you get the energy to continue? Where will you get the energy to continue? You will get tired. You will get tired and you will not continue. So that the thing is, the mantra is tidy and maintain. That is the only secret that I can give you. So that we are not going back to zero, back to zero, back to zero. That is the only way that you can be able to have the energy to continue doing this organization. If you have organized space, I've realized that when you have a place within your home, even one area that's organized, you love spending your time in that place. But if the place is so disorganized, you even pray God that nobody comes, nobody visits you, nobody should knock on your door, because when they knock, they will be shocked at how you've organized your space. But if your space is well organized, you won't even hesitate to take people around your home. So, what we're speaking about is very important. And when we learn these things, they are going to be very helpful for us at the end of the day. Another another tip is for us to declutter our home. You find out that there are areas in our homes which are very cluttered. It's full of, let me say, used and unused items. The place looks cluttered. The thing is, the act so that the tips that I'm giving you is for you to declutter your space. When you find out that in a certain corner, I'm sure people have places where they dump the things they're never using. So if you have a place where you dump things that you no longer use, how about you spend some time, look for time, go to that space and declutter that space. Arrange that space for the things that you no longer use. There's a vlog of mine that I was talking about how to make your home look fresh. So if you find out that there's a place in your home that there's a lot of clutter, it's important that you declutter that space. Take your time and see, are those items really important to you? Do you use them? If you don't use them, that's discard them. Remove them out. And that makes your space to be very organized. Hi, don't hesitate to let's have a conversation. You can do a chat over there. There's a place so that we can have a conversation. So we're speaking about decluttering your space. If there are things that you no longer use, I'm sure in our families, we have friends, we have neighbors, we have families, we have even people who are in need. Give out those items, donate those items to people who are in need. Something you might not be needing, there's someone who is in need. So let's declutter our spaces and we give out those things to people who are in need. Another thing is we choose sustainable organizational items. Most times, by sustainable, I mean things that are uh, of good quality. You will find out that when you buy items which are of good quality, avoid the plastics. You can use these sustainable products to organize your space. You will find out that these products are going to last longer and you'll not be going back to the market to buy those items to assist you to organize your space. So buy things which long last, buy things which you'll not need to discard after a few months. You see, I know when we say these sustainable products, it means that when you buy them, I know they're expensive, but it will be very beneficial to you in the long term. I've tried this. There are things you buy, they're very cheap, but you notice that you never use them. Use them for 2 months, they start looking, they start chipping, they start losing color, they start becoming unpleasant, and you discard them. It's already clutter. It's already messing up with your space. So the only thing that you can do is buy products which are long lasting, no matter the price. We're looking at longevity and us avoiding buying things all over the place. Let's have a conversation. I'm seeing there are people on online. Let's have this conversation together. Another thing is hi, I'm seeing you. Hi, thank you for joining. Thank you for joining. Let's have a conversation. Thank you for being part of this conversation. Don't hesitate to write a comment over there. Let's have a chat. Let's have a chat over there. Another hack is for you to do a little at a time. I think I mentioned before. Do a little at a time. Don't rush. Don't rush. Plan. This week I'm going to do my closet. Next week I'm going to do my baby's closet. Next the other week I'm going to do the kitchen. Another day I'm going to do the store. Another day I'm going to do this other part of the house. At the end of the day, you will have done these things slowly by slowly, but you don't burn out. Imagine aiming to declutter the whole home or your whole house. At a go, you'll burn out. So move step by step, step by step. And as we said, clean and make sure it remains as such. Encourage people to maintain it. If you're sharing your space with other people, encourage them to maintain it as it is, so that you don't go back and forth. You don't go back and forth. Another thing is you follow this. You follow one in, one out. If you feel that, sorry, if you feel that your shoe is no longer fitting or it's getting old, don't just buy shoes for the sake of buying shoes. Even if you have 30 pairs of shoes, will you wear all of them? No need. Better have few quality pair of shoes, so that the day you feel like this one is now old, you just discard it and then you buy another one. Don't like buy five. Don't discard one and you buy five. Have the mantra of one out, one in, because we get this. What do we call? along the way we get and I don't know, it's not getting encouraged. Along the way you feel like, if I discard this one and then I get five, you're already decluttering yourself. Have this as a back of your mind that when I take out one, I'll bring in one, so that your space will be maintained, your space will be organized for a long time. Imagine discarding one trouser and buying 10. Where will you keep the 10? And remember, we said space is limited. You discard one shoe, you buy 10 pairs. Where will you keep this? Maybe your shoe rack is relatively small. Where are you going to keep these pairs of shoes? And are you going to wear all of them? There's no need of buying a lot of things. For what? It's better you buy this, you use it. When it's no longer in a good, you can no longer use it, you buy another one. So that we maintain a very neat space. So that we have a very organized space. Hi, let's have a chat. The bottom line is for us to have a very organized space at the end of the day. Another hack or another tip is for us to keep like items together. For example, in your closet, you have a place you keep your shirts, another space you keep your trousers, like your jean trousers, like your official trousers, like your home trousers, like your homeware, and you put like items together. You put sugar here, you put like salt, you put organized things which can are functional together in the same place, so that when you want to use that thing, when I go to this closet, I'll get my t-shirts. When I go to this closet, I'll get my shorts. When I go to this closet, I'll get my socks. When I go here, I will get this. It will be very easy for you, and your place will be very organized, because you don't need to throw things all over just looking for an handkerchief. My handkerchiefs are here, my vests are here, my t-shirts are here, my towels are in this closet, my bed sheets are here. Have a designated place to store items, or have designated storage areas for like items, so that anyone in your home knows, if I'm told to bring a towel, I know where towels are kept. When I'm told to bring out something, I know where these things are. When someone wants glasses to drink water, they know when I go to this part of the storage area, I'll get glasses. When I want plates, I'll get the plates over here. It's very easy. Put the tip is put like items together. I hope I'm communicating. Another tip is put items that you use most times in a place that you can easily see. So that if there's a favorite shirt that you like wearing, or you are a person who walks most of the time, put your things in a place that you can easily access them. The things that you like wearing. There are some things that you wear mostly. It's too cold. I think my nose is blocking. I'm sorry for that. I'm feeling like my nose is blocking. Put things that you like wearing close by in your closet. Don't put it behind the closet. Put it in the front. Yes, in the front, or just in the middle. A place that when you walk to your closet, you can easily retrieve them. And for the things that you don't use more often, for example, there are clothes that you wear maybe once in a blue moon. Put them in the higher shelves, or put them behind the closet. I hope Hi, let's have this conversation. If you're watching me, hi, just give me a minute. I'm coming. Just a minute. Me and my shuka, we are back. Me and my Masai shuka, we are back. Hi. Another hack is invest in multi-purpose furniture. You know, there are some furniture. Most I've seen they're called Ottoman. I'm just giving an example. They even there are some on your stairs. There's some space sometimes. You have space below your, what do we call? Like there's some beds which have drawers on the underside. The underside of your beds. There are some beds which are sold. Mostly I see this with the babies' beds. It's a bed on top, a bed and everything. But when you go to the side, on the downside, you'll find that it's a closet. Like it's a place where you can keep clothes. It's a place where you can keep baby diapers. It's a place where you can keep baby's belongings. I've also seen these things called, I think you'll forgive me, but they call Ottoman. Most people place them on the side of their bed. No, not on the side, like at the end of their beds. There's something that people call an Ottoman. This one, you'll find that people are keeping their items on that thing. So invest in furniture, which can have more than one function. Like maybe it's a stool, but it has a place where you can store some items. Like it's a seat, there are seats there, but there are areas, I'm sure you've seen this, there are seats, but you find that where your arm rests, there's a place where you can keep items in those to area. It's actually like a storage box, and it's a seat. But when you're resting your arm, you can see someone removing something from there and they say, I thought it's a seat. So it's also having a place to store some items. It's possible, and we've seen this. So invest in furniture that can perform more than one function. They can be expensive, but it will assist you to arrange some items so that when you in the place that you stay, in your living area, you can be having some furniture that can assist you to organize your space. The things that you use within that area. Maybe it's the remotes and the likes. That when you want to remove the remote, when I go to this seat, I open this drawer within this seat, I can be able to retrieve the, what do we call, the remote, and the rest. It goes on in your bedroom. There's some furniture that you invest in that you can use this to store your makeup, a place to store some things within your room. and it's just a furniture which was meant for something else. Maybe it was a dressing mirror, but you find that this dressing mirror can actually have a lot of storage spaces that you can be able to store your items, and it leaves your space very clean. It leaves your space declutter free. At the end of the day, you will enjoy being in that place. And you won't even know that those things are there. You just think, this is a dressing mirror. But if you open these drawers, you find that this place is storing a lot of items, not only makeup, a lot of items within your room. Hi, let's have this conversation. I'm drinking some water here and having this conversation with you. Hope you're also having a glass of water. Another tip is for you to delegate work in a home. For people to be responsible, delegate work. Ensure that for anyone or everyone within your home, ensure that everyone knows what they're supposed to do. You can tell one of your babies or your kids that it's your duty to see that this place is well maintained. It's your duty to make sure that this kitchen remains very clean. Another one, you show them where the shoes are being kept. You tell them anytime that you see that the shoes are thrown all over, know that it's your duty to clean this place. It will keep you relaxed at times so that you don't have to feel like everything it has to be done by you. Imagine other people can do it if only you learn to delegate. So that someone knows that when I wake up in the morning, I'll have to straighten my bed before I get out of my room. Those are soft skills, and you'll be training these people that are surrounding you so that they can be able to take these organizational skills even to their homes in the future. Just small things. Don't, maybe they are young, maybe they don't know how to do it properly, but even a step for them to just straighten their beds, it will leave the space organized before you come in and do the final touch-ups. Whether they cannot do it so perfectly, but if they know that if they wake up in the morning, a simple thing as stretching their beds, a simple thing as after brushing my teeth, this is where I store my toothbrush, this is where I store the toothpaste, this is where I store my soap after bathing, this is where I store my face towel after taking a bath. It will leave your space organized. It might not be 100%, but it will be better than you doing everything. So learn to delegate. Learn to teach people who stay with you. Learn to show them what to do and how to do it. And you'll find that it will be easy for you to just do the final touch up. So don't kill yourself doing it on your own. People are really willing to help. I realize that people are willing to help as long as you're willing to delegate, as long as you're willing to show them how to do it and give them time for them to learn how to do it. At the end of the day, you'll find that you get even time to rest and you just do so little, like finishing it up or arranging it up a bit. Someone has already done it up to this place, so just do a little bit and you complete it, and the space remains organized. Hi, hope I'm communicating. I'm drinking a lot of water because it's cold. This is warm water. I was getting some warm water. Another thing another tip when you're organizing your space, avoid multitasking. I know most people say that women can multitask. It's true. You can be cooking and cleaning at the same time. That's multitasking. But now, when you're organizing space, you have to put all your mind, all your energy, all your thoughts, so that you can be able to come out with something which is very good to the eyes. If you're organizing a space, don't say, I'm organizing this space, and at the same time, you're saying that I'm washing. You can't do it. A tip that this is something that I have witnessed on my own. You can't multitask when you're doing thorough organization of space. Do it one thing at a time. Once you can't say I'm doing 4 rooms in a day. No, you have to do one thing at a time. Other people can assist you do other things that you cannot be able to do at that time. So that you put all your energies and your thoughts doing this organization. So that you organize knowing that today this is what I'm going to do. And you focus your mind and your thoughts and everything into this task. And you'll see results. Because when you have undivided attention, when your mind is focused, you'll be able to come up with ideas. You will be able to come up with ways that you can be able to maneuver and make your space look amazing. Another tip when you're organizing your space, ensure that you take breaks in between. Don't wake up at 6 a.m. in the morning and start cleaning. Cleaning 10 a.m., no break. You continue cleaning, you continue organizing. By 2 p.m., you're still organizing. First, you are a human being. Before you are, you are the first thing I want to bring your mind is you're first a human before you're anything else. So, if you put your mind to doing something, ensure you take breaks. We're all human and we get tired at some point. Do this much, rest, come back, do this much, rest, again, do this much, rest, do this much, rest. You'll find that you'll be energized throughout the process. You'll be having energy to do more. You're not a robot, you're a human being. So make sure that you take a lot of breaks, rest, breathe in, breathe out, stretch your legs, stretch your arms, and go back. Organize, organize, organize. Take another break. Take a breather. Go back cleaning. You'll find that at the end of the day, you'll have done so much because your body is not worn out. What is important? What will it benefit a human being for straining yourself? I don't believe in straining myself. There is no medal for straining your body, and there's no spare. Why can't I do this much? If I can't continue doing it, I take a break. There's no crown for the most hardworking person. I've never seen that crown. And no, put into consideration that it is your space. Do it at your own pace. Nobody is chasing you. Nobody is holding something on your head that if you don't do it, you'll not do this. No, 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 no. Take your time. When you feel that I can't do anymore, take a break. Take a breather. Tomorrow the sun will shine and organizing spaces will continue. It will continue. It's not the end. If you don't finish it on Saturday, another Saturday is coming. There are 5 days in the week. You will still do it. So the tip is take breaks. Don't kill yourself doing organization. Hi, thank you for joining. Another, my nose is blocked by the way. Another thing is for you to establish a routine. Have a routine whereby you know that I do my organizing this monthly. There are people who do it daily. Imagine there are people who organize this with even 15 minutes. When they walk into a space, they can use 15 minutes to organize a space. You see them organizing here. If you have been doing it almost every other day, it will not be a difficult task. So you'll find that if you have a routine, you establish a routine of how you'll be doing your organization. It can be daily, it can be weekly, it can be monthly, it can be bi-monthly or quarterly or yearly or whichever way you'd like it. So let's schedule time, a regular time that we can be able to be organizing our spaces so that you don't stay for 3 months for a space which needs daily organization. It will not look good to the eye. You will not like it. There are things that you have to organize daily. There are things that you have to organize monthly. So in your head, no, have a schedule and know that monthly I'm supposed to organize this. Daily I have to go through these places and organize. Like yearly I organize this. Quarterly, these are the things that I organize. And you'll find out that your space will be very good. So that you don't clear, you don't organize spaces which are meant to be organized monthly. You organize them after a year. Oh, you will not like to stay in that place. So that things that you're supposed to clear monthly, you clear quarterly. Well, by the time you are coming back to clear, it will be at a point of no return. Some things might have been destroyed in the process. Some things will have been a point of no return, and it will not be helpful to you. So know what to clean when. That's just the tip. Know what to clean when and have a routine. Schedule a routine for you to do this. Another tip is for you to clear your counters. You see these places that we work on every day, like our kitchen counters. These are places that you have to clean. Clear our counters. If there are things that you don't use, there is some equipment that you rarely use in your kitchen counter. Just remove it and place them somewhere in a closet, somewhere in the kitchen cabinets. Remove them from the counters and put it somewhere so that when you need it, you'll just retrieve it. So the thing is, clean your kitchen counters because this is where we spend most of our time. For people who love cooking, you'll find that you may be tempted to put a lot of things on your kitchen counters. And you'll be asking yourself, how will I start cooking in this kitchen? Things are all over. You don't even have a place where you can cut your onions or your tomatoes. The place is packed. And when you analyze these things, am I going to use these things? You'll find out that those things you don't even get to use them. How about you clear your counters? Only leave things that you use on a daily basis. For things that you use in a monthly, put them in a cabinet somewhere. And at that time, when you want to use it, just leave it from the counters and start using it. But if you feel like you don't need to use it, some things that you don't use, just clear them from your counter. It will make your kitchen, your pantry area, a space that you like working on to be breathable, to look organized. It will make your space look serious a bit so that people don't wonder, where will I start cooking? How will, how will I, where will I put this thing? so that I start cooking, because it's everything is all over. And the half of these things are things you don't use. They might look good to the eyes, but you don't use them. How about remove them, keep it somewhere? It will be so helpful for you. It will be very hi, hi. I'm seeing someone in the chat, and it's late in the night. What is the time in? I don't know where you are. What is the time? I would love to know so that I know if people are asleep in the place that you are. Give me a minute. Let me attend to the baby. I think he's awake. Then we'll continue this conversation. Give me 2 minutes. Coming back. Welcome back. This one, mother duties. Baby woke up in the midst of this live stream and I had to attend to the baby. So I came back to continue this live stream. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for being part of our live stream. I don't know if my mic is still working. Let me check. Oh, it's still working. Thank you. My mic is still working, and I hope I'm loud and clear. This evening we're talking about hacks that can help us maintain or organize our space. We have spoken about a lot of things that you can be able to incorporate into our organization so that it can help us to organize our space. Another thing is that be writing what you need to do. Jot, like write down what you need to do. No, writing is powerful. When you have something written, when you have something on paper, leave this things that you say verbally. You cannot hold yourself into those things, but things that you've written down, you can go back and analyze. Have I done this? Write something like this. On Friday, I'm going to clean my bedroom. On Saturday, I'm going to clean the living room. On Sunday, after church, I'm going to clean the kitchen. Monday, when I get, I'll for this now. You don't say when I get time. You will get time. When you focus your mind into doing something, you will get time. So there's no room for if I get time. You plan for it and you make sure that you've done it. So on Monday, you say, I'll clean my pantry. Another day, I'll clean my outside space. I'll do this on this particular. And you put specific days and even time so that if you don't manage it at that time, you can even squeeze time another. But it is within that day. But it's good to be specific. So write things down. Write the things that you want to do. Let it be in writing. It will hold you to account because you will be referring to it. You know, the things that you say and write are totally different. You'll find that you hold yourself account more if you write this thing somewhere. If you write this thing in a paper, if you write this thing in a notebook, so be having a notebook. If you want to start your organizational journey, your home organizational journey, have a notebook. Write what you will want to do when. Write the things that you feel that you should do and leave it to be somewhere so that you'll be referring to them. And after you've done this thing, pat your back and give it a tick. Pat your back and give it a tick. It will assist you to move from one area to another, to account on what you've done, to look back and see the far you've come and where you're going. So writing these things down is so helpful to you. Do you have any tips yourself? Don't hesitate. Let's have a conversation. I know it's very late at night. People are already asleep, especially in this part of the world. It should be around 11 something at night. People are already sleeping, ready for work tomorrow. I don't know the country that you are in. What is the time? What is the time in the place? So the tip that we are speaking about is Write things down. You'll be able to hold yourself accountable. If you write things down, it will be helpful to you. Another tip is to keep things that you need. For anything, scan your house. Start from your bedroom. Do I need this skirt? I don't need it. Do I need this vest? I don't need it. Do I need these socks? I don't need it. I think it's past wear by date. Do I need this shoe? I don't need it. It's small, it's old. Even if I keep this one here for 10 years, this shoe, I'll not wear it. Those are the things you start by removing them from your space. Remove those things that you no longer need. Why should you keep something in your home for years, and you don't wear them? Have you realized? Do this when you get time next. Scan through your house. Check the things that are inside your home. You'll find out that there are some things that you've never used for even 6 months, and you still arrange them. Every time you're arranging your clothes, you still arrange this t-shirt, and you know that you'll never wear this t-shirt. Even if you're given 1 year, you will never wear. Those are the things that you'll start by decluttering the space. Remove it out of your space. Imagine you leave your closet breathing. Why should I keep a shoe for 3 years and I can't wear it? And there's someone who might need this shoe. So the tip is, give out the things that you no longer use. There's someone who will find these things beneficial to them, but for you, it's only filling up your space. It's not assisting you in any way. How about you give it out to people who are in need? Give out to your sisters, give it to your brothers, and they will assist you to declutter your space without them knowing they are assisting you to declutter your space. So, what I'm advising tonight is give out what you no longer need. You'll be shocked. This Saturday, try this on Saturday. Take your time, like 2 hours. Go through your closet. Check what is in your closet. You'll be shocked that 60% of what is filling your closet are things you will never wear, are things that they no longer fit. They're just there to add a lot of trouble to you. You'll be shocked at that. And yet, buy things that you'll be putting these things inside. The thing, don't say, I'll exercise then I'll wear this. If you have never worn it for 3 months, I usually tell myself, if I have not used something for 3 months, it means I will no longer need this. There are some people can bear me witness. There are sometimes when I go home, I take things that I no longer use periodically. For me, it's every December. I usually keep things on the side that I no longer use and I no longer use. And every year, like maybe twice in a year, when I go up country, I take those things. And you'll find that there are people who will use it because you find that some things are relatively new, but you're not using them. Why am I keeping them? Why am I filling my space for things that I know I don't use? So learn to give out things that you don't use. Learn to scan your space, scan your kitchen. If there are plates that you feel like, I've upgraded from this to this, I no longer need these plates. Maybe you've bought a set of plates. Why are you keeping others that even in 5 years you have hot pots that you no longer use, that you used to use them in 2021, in 2020, and you feel that I cannot use this? Why can't you give these things out? Scan through your space. If there are books that you no longer use, maybe your kids are no longer using those books, give it out. Create space. Imagine there's nothing as good as having a space that is breathing. Try this. Let your space breathe. Let your home breathe. If there are old curtains that you used to use on your windows, on your doors and the rest, if you no longer need them, There are people who need them. Give it out. And you'll never get you know those I like saying the moldy. Moldy is there's there's some closets when you open like this, you feel that they are so moldy. And when you say, let me check what is inside this closet so that I can clean it up, you find that there are curtains that someone has not used for even 2 years and they're still keeping them. Why? Why are you keeping them? This year we are saying we are decluttering our spaces. We are going to organize our homes. We are going to make our spaces better. We are going to make our space livable. We are going to leave our homes breathing so that when you open the windows, the fresh air can reach the nook and cranny of your home. Why would you? I don't know how to put it. Maybe, maybe it's me, but I think that if I don't need something, there's no need for me to keep it. So if you schedule, like I've said previously on the tips, or when we were starting this live, I said we schedule time. There are things that you review monthly, you others you review every year. You say this year, what have I not won? What did I not use in this house? This carpet, this old carpet, what am I going to do with it? Give it out. Who loves? I know we like hoarding things and holding them. That I have you ever tried arranging a space, maybe your pantry area, maybe spices, things that you use in the kitchen, and then you say, these things, I'm not going to throw them away. I'm going to use them to cook. 2 weeks, you've never used them. 3 weeks, you've never used them. What are they doing over there? It's just decluttering your space. Let's say it as it is. I know sometimes it's very difficult. You tell yourself, this jacket, I like it. I can't imagine the money I used buying this jacket that I'm going to give it out to someone. But do you know that if you give it out, you'll be making a space neater. I would rather have 2 pairs of clothes that I wear than have 20 that are just there for display. It's not going, even if I keep them for how long, I'll never use them. And there are people, as soon as you give them, you will see when them using it the next day. It will show you that kumbe there are people who need these things. Why keep it? Why keep it? Another tip is to motivate people around you to assist you. You tell them, if you assist me today to clean this part of the house, if you assist me to do this, I'll go. If there's something that people within your home like there's a certain meal that everyone in your home likes, just tell them, like bribe them. I'm sorry to use the term bribe. I know it's harsh, but motivate them with, let's say, if you assist me to clean this area today, I'm going to cook this particular meal, or I'm going to prepare this juice for you. Things that people in your home like. You'll find that watu watachangamka. In this part of Africa, we say, specifically Kenya, we say watu watachangamka. When you assist me do this, I'll take you for swimming. See that you're already motivating people. You're already psyching them up to assist you, so that we cannot kill ourselves. I usually say there's no trophy for working hard. I would rather you work smart. So if you use the resources within your home, resources are even people are resources, by the way. Tell them, when you assist me doing this today, clearing this space, we are going to go for swimming the next day. Watu watachangamka. People will be psyched up and you'll be assisted. And these people see the importance. They will even see the difference. They'll say that, hi, when we assisted mom to organize this space, our home looked better. And they will even be responsible. If you involve people in activities around your home, especially organizing, it will stick in their mind that mom wants things to run this way. Mom likes her utensils arranged this way. Mom likes it that when you finish eating, you take your plate to the kitchen so that we leave our dining table looking this neat. Involve them. Don't say, ni watoto. They are very young. No, imagine these people, especially nowadays, kids know a lot of things. And if you just tune their minds to know that when I come from school, I don't throw my shoes on the door. No, I take it to this place, I dust it and I brush it. Don't lie to yourself that these kids are young. If you, you'll be shocked, they will start tomorrow. Tell your kids when you come from school, take your shoe to this place, wipe it off. I know they'll not do a perfect job. Just start there. Remove the dust on your shoe and leave it here for a start. When you wake up in the morning, don't just wake up and you rush to brush your teeth and you do this. No, when you wake up in the morning, straighten your bed. Pray and straighten your bed. It will stick in their minds. This is things, I'm telling you, things like practical things that you can be able to do. Not the things out of that I'm thinking about. There are things that maybe I don't know, have tried myself. Let me say this, and I've seen that even these kids can assist you to do something. When they wake up in the morning, they will clean or they make their beds neat before they do anything else. So that when you come later, what we'll do is just to finish it up, to make it straighter. But in their minds, they know when I wake up in the morning, mom likes it that we make our beds. And it develops in them. You motivate them. If you make your bed for this week, I'm going to buy this thing for you. If you do this to your shoes, if you don't throw your shoes all over the place, after wearing your Crocs before you go to bed, take your Crocs and put them here before you go to retire to bed. You will find that maybe at the beginning it will be a struggle. You know, there's a video I spoke about habits. Habits are things that we learn until they stick with us. So when you encourage people within, when you motivate them, that when you are, this week I'll not get your shoe flying all over the space, I'll reward you, I'll do this. These rewards and motivation, they go a long way. And you find that people get to understand how you want things to be done. At the beginning, as I've said, it will be difficult for any human being. Learning new things is very difficult. But you'll find that after a month, but be consistent. Don't give them a breathing space. Don't let them do it for a week and then the second week you you stop doing that. Third week they do, another week, no. You be consistent, like they know. And if you see them doing the opposite, bring them back. Walete kwa laini tena. Huh? Tell them, now we had said this. Please, when we have said something, let's improve. Let's be getting better. And you'll be shocked if you become consistent, whether you're there, whether you're in the office, even when there's a visitor, they'll see that this one's there's a difference. They'll just come with their shoe, they take it there, a designated place. You'll see them removing the dust. It looks funny by the you'll see them removing the dust. They do this when they wake up in the morning. You do won't see bed sheets flying all over the bed. No, even if it's not straight, you'll find that it is organized. So learn to motivate people. Learn to give them rewards for doing good things. And by a month or so, you will not be using a lot of energy. You remember the energy we said you use a lot of energy to arrange up. No. You'll just be tidying up, doing the final touches, maybe doing the bigger part, but a chunk of the work you will be assisted by those people who are around you. And you be consistent. Don't let your guard down. Sorry. Don't let your guard down. Don't be so strict on how things are supposed to run, and then a month later you say, hata nimechoka. I'm sorry for those who don't hear Swahili. I'm saying after a month you say, I'm tired, I can't do this anymore. No, keep it going. There are results. You will see it. You will see the fruits of your labor. You will see the fruits of your hard work. If you become consistent, don't don't say, "Ah, I'm tired now. Nobody's listening, nobody's doing this." Be consistent, do it in a loving manner. People will like to do it so that they don't, when I do this, mommy will be happy. When I do this, mommy is going to take me to do this. And I've seen these things working. And when you walk to such a space, you'll find that it's very organized. It even gives you the motivation to do more. It will give you the motivation to even make these people know how to do other things. You start from somewhere, we say it, we are starting from somewhere and we grow from there. You cannot start here. You start here and you go up and up. There's a day that even if you're not participating in organizing a space, the people who are with you, because of the constant reminders, the constant what, them seeing what you're doing, you can even sit on and just look from afar, and you see things getting organized. You will see things go, and there's nothing as good as an organized space. It's a lot of work. It's a lot of work. I won't lie to you. If you've if you've spoken to yourself, you've called yourself to a meeting and you've decided that I'm going to live in a very organized space, it's not easy, especially if you have kids. For those people who live alone, it's very easy. But if you have other people within your space, it's not easy. But it's workable. You may not be 100, but you'll be somewhere. At least when someone goes to a certain space within your home, they'll clearly see that this person is very organized. She has decluttered a space. She doesn't have shoes that no one never wears. You'll never get bed sheets that are torn. You never get buckets that are zimepasuka. No, you only. It's better you have little and you use. It's workable. It's a lot of work in the beginning, but if you do it, you practice, you don't give up, your space will be amazing. That's what I can tell you. We can chat, if you feel we can have a chat over there so that we can have this conversation. It's very cold, like I said. Well, and you see me, I've tied this kashuka here, this Kamasai shuka, and I'm drinking some warm water. Well, it's cold. Everyone is almost everyone here is asleep. What is the time where you are? It's almost midnight. Let me. Wow. Here it's a minute to midnight. And it's getting cold. Another tip that I can give you, for me, I'm giving practical tips, by the way, things that I have done myself. I don't want to say things that I'm imagining or things that other people have seen other people do. I want to give you things that I've done myself and I know they work. Another thing is buy organizational items that look similar. For example, it's a fridge and you want to organize maybe groceries inside the fridge. There are some groceries that you have to keep in the fridge. If you want to make your fridge look beautiful, I think this Saturday I'm going to do some. I don't know if I get time this Saturday, then I'll see. For example, this is a fridge and you want to organize things inside your fridge. Mostly we keep things that spoil faster inside the fridge. You know that, right? So buy some organizational is it containers for the fridge. I'm speaking in just an example like the fridge. Buy similar containers. They make the space look very nice. So that when you stack them together, you see that this fridge is very organized. For example, here you keep your tomatoes, Uku we call it nyanya or tomatoes. You have two nice containers that you keep things inside your fridge, and they look similar. I like buying similar things. Maybe you say this shelf. Do we call them shelves? I'm sorry. You have this and this. Maybe you have similar containers for that. Maybe you have the ones which are slightly smaller. You have other containers for those parts, so that you have things which look similar for you to organize things. And then when you move to another, is it a shelf within a fridge, you have maybe rectangular shaped, others they look, it makes the space look very neat. Don't just buy another round container, you put things here, another rectangle container, you put other things here, another hexagonal, another one. But if you say this type of containers I'm going to use on this part of the fridge, this part of storage containers I'm going to use it on this part of the pantry, I'm going to use this type of, yani, things which look similar. Kukwena, like order. Let your things, let there be order, so that when someone walks in and they open your fridge like this, they clearly see that some work was done here. There's a lot of order. There's a lot of thought that went into this. By just looking, even before someone speaks, when they open like this, kuna kazi ilifanyika hapa. Someone sat down and they thought about it before they decided to do this. So have similar items for similar parts of your cabinets, maybe your fridge, your pantry area, maybe where you keep your socks, maybe where you keep your for ladies you keep your bras, you keep your items, you keep your shirts, you keep your wherever t-shirts, you anywhere, so that anywhere someone walks in, there's order. And if in that place you've decided to use a container or an organizational item, they look similar. Like if you say I'm stacking this type of storage containers here, you'll clearly see this place is orderly. Maybe you keep this tall ones over here. On this other cabinet, you keep this short one. On another, you keep your mason jars. In another cabinet, you keep your plates. In another cabinet, you keep your water glasses. In another cabinet, you put your bowls. In another cabinet, I'm saying too much. In another cabinet, you keep your hot pots. In another cabinet, you put your sufurias. I don't know if it's called sufuria all over, or cooking pots. In this place, you keep this. Here, you keep sugar. And things are orderly. Things are pleasing for the eye. You even love going to these places. It's very important so that you don't just put everything all over. When you're told, Mama Nani, I want sugar, you don't know what to begin. You start asking people, sugar inakuanga wapi? Salt, where can I get salt in this house? Where can I get this and this spice in this house? So if you know that in this cabinet you keep this, in this place you keep this, it will be easy for you to be organized. You don't need to pull things to look for something. You know in your head, and people in your home know this place is where this one is kept. You don't even waste time. It's time saving. Try it. You will be saving a lot of time. You will be saving a lot of time. Another thing is for you, it may not look very serious, is for you to label items in your home. There's these stickers nowadays. I wish I had brought them here. I would have shown you. There are stickers. For example, those people don't keep their spices in the packs that they came in. Nowadays, I've seen people buying spices and then they buy these glass jars, and then they pour their spices into these jars. So There are these stickers. Maybe in my next vlog or my next live, I'll show you. There are these stickers. So make sure that you have stickers to label the things within your home. For example, you saw in the packet that this is going. The expiry date is this date. The expiry date is that this from this day we will no longer be using this. So have those stickers so that when within your jars you just write these spices, for example, oregano, expiry, such and so that you don't use expired items. Because in the journey of organizing things, you'll find out that you'll be discarding a lot of things and you'll be using these things like these jars, the glass jars and the rest, because they make your space look very nice. So make sure that you label things. Make sure you label the expiry dates so that you don't use expired items. And when these things are expired, discard them. Discard them, wash those jars, and buy this. And if you notice that there's a spice jar that is still full, so it's already expired and it's full. Will you buy it again? It makes you know things which you don't need. You'll even end up saving your money. Imagine you see things which are expired. It's expiring October 2023. And when you see inside this jar, it's full of this spice that you thought that you're going to use to cook, but it has stayed there for 6 months. It's already expiring. You have not used it. Will you buy it again? A wise person will not buy that spice again because it clearly shows that you don't need it. Maybe you thought you were going to use it, but along the way you realized, uh-uh, I'm not going to buy this again. Use that jar to organize another thing that you use on a daily basis. Why keep things forward? Why keep things that you don't use? So on this journey of organizing, cleaning, moving it from here, you get to know some things that you don't need, and you'll save your money. You'll save your money in the process. That is a sure bet. There's some things that you come and you analyze at the end of the month. You've never used it before. You try asking around, nani ametumia hii spice? Everybody is saying, hiyo ni kali, misi to me. Will you buy it again? It will save you money because you'll discard it, use it to buy something that everyone likes to use, and you move on with life. In this life, it's good that we improve our lives on a daily basis. We get better. There's nothing good like accepting change, especially positivity, things which are positive, things that improve you from the person that you are. After realizing that I don't need this thing, it it gives you and ujiamini, believe in yourself that I don't need this thing. I've kept this thing in this jar and it's spoiled. I've not used it. Stop buying it. Discard it. Move on swiftly. Use your money to buy something else or save your money. At the end of the day, you save your money. You can say hi on the chat if you're comfortable. You can say hi. I told you it's very cold. My nose by the way is blocked. You see, that's why I'm. You see, you're seeing me covering myself with this. With this. Let me see if there's someone on the chat. Mhm. God bless you, Priscah, learning each moment. Oh, Viola Suter. Thank you, my sister Viola. Viola is my sister. Thank you for joining my live. Thank you, Viola, for joining my live. I appreciate you so much. I'm so proud. She's saying, God bless you. Priscah, learning each moment. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Viola. Thank you. Thank you. I know it's late in the night. Every other time, it's my second life, by the way. Every time I usually say, I'm going to do this early. But then I don't know what happens. I again do it late in the night. Maybe it's because of the kids, because I have to attend to them, and then when they retire to bed, then I get a chance to have a conversation. Maybe another day I'll schedule to do a live during the day. Maybe on a Saturday when people are around and people can assist me to do one or two things, then I can be able to have a live during the day. I think I'll do that. That will be very important so that I can see if I can be able to have many people joining me in this conversation. It's so nice when you are able to speak with people and there are people on your live and you're able to have a conversation. It's very nice. Next time you do a live, you'll see the importance of having people on your live. You get to learn together. Not just that one at the moment. Thank you, Viola. Thank you, my sister. Thank you for joining. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for joining me. I'm just checking on the baby to see if he's still asleep. He's wondering what mommy is doing. But he's still asleep. I can see he's still asleep. At least I can get time to have a conversation for a few seconds before I go to bed. Yeah. And as I said at the beginning of this live, let's tidy and maintain. That is a very good tip. You'll never tire. You'll never get tired if you maintain. You say to yourself, I'm going to clean this place and I'm going to keep it tidy. You'll find that every other time I want this chart to be visible, mm, so that I can be able to. Mm, okay, okay. I'm seeing the baby's waking up. Just give me a second. I think you can hear him. Let me attend to the baby and then I'll be right back. Give me 2 or 3 minutes. Then we'll continue this conversation. I'm back. I'm back. I'm back. I'm back like I never left. Just trying to pull a leg here. Oh, sorry for that short break. I told you that I have a small baby and he keeps waking up, so I have to keep on attending to him. Then come back to our live stream, live of a mother. We have to juggle. We have to do this, to do this, to do this, to do that, all for the good of everyone else, including the baby. Hi, hi, my people. So let's let's wrap this up so that I can go and rest and get energized for tomorrow. Let's get this going again. So on today's live, we're speaking about tips or hacks that we can be able to use so that we can be able to keep our homes organized. Top on the list is that we said that's the top tip for today is the takeaway. I'm just giving you now the takeaway from our today's conversation. We say that be intentional on the things you want to buy. Don't just buy for the sake of buying. No, buy because you need an item. Another tip, don't do impulse buying. If you have, I'm sure that all of us know what impulse buying means. Impulse buying means you go into a store. Let me share this live on my share mm, Twitter. You're live, yes. Let me share again. Let me share again to my news feed. Please to share this live stream to my Facebook page and our Twitter page. So in summary, we've said don't engage in impulse buying. Don't impulse buy. Buy things that you need. And if you just a second, sorry, we have said don't impulse buy. I'm now back fully. Don't impulse buy. If you find out that you can't resist going to a place without buying something, avoid going to those places because no matter what, no matter how you try to control yourself, you cannot be able to control. And in the process, you'll find yourself doing things that you didn't want to do. How about stop impulse buying? Buy things that you need. Buy things that you require. And if you don't need them, don't buy them. Simple, right? And it's not that simple, but in the spirit of organizing our homes, let's stop impulse buying. Let's stop buying things that we don't need. Let's stop saying napenda hii nitanunua. Hii vile inakaa vizuri nitanunua. No. Tell yourself, if I don't need it, I'm not going to buy it. Because when you continue buying and buying and buying and buying and buying, you'll find that your space, now that the space is limited, your space will no longer be breathable. We also said we buy containers to organize our spaces. We said containers make our spaces like organizational items. They are things which are made specifically to organize spaces. There are people who have taken their time to come up with items that can help us organize our spaces. So, why can't you buy this? If you're in a position to buy them, buy these items that you can be able to use to organize your space. They'll make your space look beautiful. It will make your space look more organized. It will assist you to save on space. You see, those are a lot of benefits. Those are a lot of positive benefits. Who would not love to have a very organized space? I do myself. I'm sure you also do the same. Another thing we said is let's motivate people who are around us to join us in this journey of organizing our spaces. Let's involve everyone around us. Let's involve our children. Let's involve our spouses. Let's involve our friends and family who are staying with us so that they can be able to practice this even in their own homes. When they go back home, they'll still remember when I was at so and so's place, this is how she did her things, and I think I liked it. Good people pick up good things and they emulate it in their own spaces. And you find that we have a very organized space whenever you visit or you live in a very livable environment. Another thing that we said is, let me remember, we said put similar items in the same place. For example, put your shirts in the same closet, put your shoes in a shoe rack, put your t-shirts in a place, put your jean trousers in a place, in the same place. Put similar items together so that when you want that item, you can easily retrieve it. Don't mix things. Don't put a trouser, a t-shirt, a skirt, a dress, socks, nini nini in the same place. No. Mix is what we don't know. Mix and match, we said no. What you have said is put similar items together. It will be easy for you to retrieve and you'll know where to walk to get what. You know which closet to get what. You know which pantry area to get what. It will be very easy for you. Another tip that we learned tonight is put items that you use more often in the front, in a place that you can see. And for items that you don't use more often, place it maybe on the higher cabinet or at the corners. But things that you use every other day, put it in a place that you can see. Put it hapo mbele. Put it in a place that you can easily remove it without destroying the other things. I hope you understand what I'm saying. I mean the things that you use regularly, put them within your eyesight. And then the other things that you rarely use, put it away or put it in another place that you maybe it's not very accessible. Another thing is we said one in, one out. You buy one shoe, you discard another shoe that you no longer wear. You don't buy, we have said we are not buying shoes because we were buying shoes. We are buying shoes because the 4 pairs that you had, or the 6, or it depends, the, the rubber shoe that I was wearing is torn. I'm buying now another one. And you don't discard one and then you buy 4. At you're discarding one rubber shoes and you bring in 4. Where will you keep this 4? When will you wear these shoes? You get yourself you have 60 pairs of shoes. And when you scan through, you can only wear 2. Really, what we can do is discard the 40 pairs and have 10 pairs of shoes that you can wear for different occasions. Find that in your shoe collection, there are shoes that you've never had. These are my white shoes. I can't give them out. Hey, I bought it using a lot of money. I'm not giving it out. But you've never worn those shoes from 2021. So, my sister, my brother, when are you going to wear these shoes? Yes, it's expensive, you bought them, but how about you go then to the market and sell it? Nowadays, you've seen people just you go with a car, you open your booth, the car booth, you start selling whatever you want. In fact, that's another thing. Just take those items that you no longer wear. On the evening, you go to work during the day. In the evening, you go with your car to the market, stand still, open your booth, sell the shoes that you no longer wear. Even if it's at a throwaway price, but at least itakuondokea. Sell the dresses that you no longer wear. You will get buyers, my dear. Have you tried? Eh, people buy. People buy. Nowadays, you see even people selling vegetables, produce from their farms. They just go to work in the morning, in the evening they sell in the market. And you say, ulipata wapi time? Kumbe ni kujipanga. So for the things that you don't wear, sell them. Go with a stand, make a stand this evening, tomorrow. On Saturday, be in the market with everybody else. Nowadays, people have come up with ways of getting even money. And even from the things that you no longer use, you can still sell them without kusumbuana na mtu. Sell them so that you can be able to have a breathable space within your home. Another thing that we said is, let me remember, Another hack that you said use similar containers in similar parts of your pantry, in your fridge, in your closets, in your cabinets. For example, in your fridge, you said buy containers which are similar. They'll make your space look beautiful. Like schedule to have some this type of containers in this type of in this part of the fridge. Have this other this sorry have this other containers in this other part of the fridge, and you'll find that your space is very organized. It's appealing to the eye, and that's what we want. We want you to when you stay and you look at how things are, you become happy. You appreciate your space. You tell yourself, I've done, I did this, God has given me strength and I've managed to do this. Buy storage containers which are similar for a specific part of your home. You'll thank me later. Another thing we said, do I still remember? I said tidy and maintain. By that I mean tidy the space and maintain it like that. Don't be going 10 steps in front and 8 back. We are not assisting each other here. Tidy and maintain. If you have used your Saturday to tidy up your bedroom, to organize your bedroom, maintain it. Every time you use something, return it to where it was because it's not an easy job. You have to spend time, energy, and everything that you all there to organize these spaces. Even thinking about it, putting your mind in organizing, it's not an easy job. So, how about we tidy and we maintain these spaces? How about we clean this area and we keep it clean so that we don't go back where we started, but you go forward ever? Something I remember, it was something which they used to say forward ever, backward never. Like we are going forward, forward, forward. So clean and maintain. The baby is moving again. I think I spoke loudly. I'll be back shortly. Baby is awake. You're back again. As I told you, baby woke up and I had to attend to the baby again. Again. I think I'm speaking so loudly, so he's getting distracted by my voice. Okay. What we're doing is a quick recap of what we spoke about, the tips and the hacks to organize your home. And we are on the place that we're saying that we tidy and maintain so that we can have energy to do more next time. Another thing is that don't multitask. When you're organizing, use your whole, use your attention. You have to have an undivided attention. You can't multitask when you're organizing a space. You can't say, I'm organizing and cooking, I'm organizing and cleaning, I'm organizing and doing this. You have to focus. You have to focus on what you're doing so that you give your whole, so that you give all your thoughts. The thought process should flow on how you want things to be. So don't multitask when you're doing your organization. Another tip that we said is that take breaks. When you're tired, we said we can't kill ourselves. When you're tired, you're tired. There's no point that we are trying to prove to anyone. If you do something and ifika mahali you say, nimefika mwisho, I can't do anything more, take a break. There's no medal for hard work. There's no medal for someone who worked so hard and they broke their back. I've never seen. Maybe if you've seen, let me know on the comment section below. Let me know on the comment section below if there's someone who worked so hard, they broke their back and they were rewarded. No one. So take breaks. When you're tired, stop there, take a breather. If you still have energy, come back, finish what you started. But if you feel like umefika mwisho, if you feel like you're tired, stop there, do it another day. There will be still time to do it. Don't kill yourself trying to organize everything. If you're tired, I usually like saying, if I'm tired, I'm tired. Tomorrow, God will give us another day and we'll continue doing these things. God will give us another day and we'll continue working on these things. So, take break. Take a break. And we'll continue doing this tomorrow. Right? Another thing we said is declutter your space. If there are things that you no longer use, if there are clothes that you no longer wear, if there are, what do we call? If there are clothes, there are shoes, there are hot pots, there are cooking pans, there are a lot of things. There are children's clothes that no one wears in your home. Declutter that place, give it out, and create space. Create space. No need of having everywhere filled up with things and you don't use these things. And no one in your home will use these things 10 years down the line. How about we let go? We declutter. We declutter things that we no longer use. We declutter items that are no longer useful. and we give it out. We give it out to friends, family, and those who are in need. There are people who are really ready and willing to take some things that we no longer use. Even me, if there's something that my sister is having and she's no longer using it, and I feel it's useful to me, why can't I use it? I will use it. And with that, I will have assisted my sister to declutter her space by me taking advantage and taking advantage of this thing that I need. She might not be needing this item, but I need it. So there's no harm in you taking it and using it because the other person is no longer using it. In fact, you are helping that person to clean up their space. Another thing is just let's buy things that we are in need of them. Don't say, ah, this one is cute. I can't. This is my color. This is pink. I can't leave anything pink. Means I can't see anything on the shelf which is pink and I leave it. And to say, yes, it's pink. Yes, it's beautiful. Yes, it's green. Yes, it's beautiful. But I don't need it. I don't have a place to keep it. My home doesn't need this. You already have something to use. Unless this one finishes, then I'll buy this other one. But currently, you're good to go. Currently, we don't need it. With that, you will be able to keep your space organized because you don't bring things that in 2 weeks' time you're no longer using them. In 2 weeks' time, those things they're just there. They're littering all over. Another thing is that we said we buy durable items. You know, when you buy things or items that are durable, when you buy storage containers that are durable, you will not need to go back to the market after every month to buy the same thing. Some other items you buy them for a lifetime. If you have them, you'll never need to buy them again because they're durable. Because they're going to serve you. They will never go out of style. They'll never go out of market. They're things which are long lasting. You said let's focus on buying those things. You'd rather buy one and you don't buy it again. You'd rather save up and buy quality items that you will not use for 2 months and then you say, niliangukia pabaya, niligongwa. I've used my money, but this item is just embarrassing me. No, save up, buy a quality item that you'll not need to buy again. Maybe you add more of the same, but not you buying the like it has disappointed me, let me buy others. Mm-mm. You do it once and for all. Unless you're tired of them, you give another person will use them and they'll still be there. Another person will use it, will go from one person to another and it will still be there. These are the things that we're saying buy durable items so that your space will remain organized